What's up, you jackwagons? I am Speed Fury, and today is part 21 of the Fire Emblem Warriors Three Hopes playthrough. Also, anybody ever do this with your beard, with your goatee when you have one? My goatee is like really small now, and I haven't been able to stop doing it all day. Well, it's not small, but it hangs off my chin, so it's kind of addicting to just do that over and over again. Anyway, we're gonna continue with the story. Let's get on with it. Defense of the Silver Maiden. Also, I think I officially found my favorite characters. Shez for one, because she or he is sober powered, because depending on the gender. Lysithea, specifically Dancer Lysithea, because of that special ability she has to throw off dark explosions. And then Bernadetta and Ignatz. Mostly Ignatz because of his paint explosions that he throws off.
Does that make us right on time or a bit too late? Dimitri is no ordinary king if he managed to pry a citadel like this apart. I assume our soldiers stand ready?
We go on your command.
If we dally too long, some of our officers and troops are likely to surrender to the enemy. That includes Count Rowe, who has a most notorious sense of self-preservation.
Yeah, him and every other noble.
Come now, that is simply not true. Why, take me for example. I am the perfect embodiment of what every noble should aspire to be.
You can tell us all about it later, Ferdinand. Everyone, move out.
Let's do this. Oh, that's a big battlefield. Okay. Let's see. Persuade Mercedes. I don't know that person. Let's see. Armor protection. Hidden staircase and lure. Okay. So here's what the planet. Here's who I'll send out. I need to have like 4 players who are different skills. I'm keeping dancer class Lysithea in the main party. Bernadetta's got quite a big advantage here, but I think Ignatz can do the exact same thing here. So let's change her to somebody who can fly just in case. Oh wait. There we go. Oh, Caspar's got a big advantage too. Oh. I gotta have somebody to be able to persuade Mercedes. I don't know who that would be, though. So, where's Mercedes at? Is this her up here? No, that's Dedu. That's Dedu, whatever his name is. That's Dimitri. There she is. Who would be the one to persuade her? Let's see, when it came to... Crap, I don't know who her best friend would be. Or her closest friend would be. It needs to be somebody who she's friends with, meaning they have to be on my team. Let's see, not Ferdinand. Is it Linart?
I don't care much for that.
It's not him, so keep going. Dorothea? It is not her. Monica. Should have figured that. She's got a thing for Edelgard, apparently. Ash.
Do my best.
Not him either. Let's see. Marianne? No, not her. And I highly doubt it's Lorenz, but I'll check. Yeah, it's not him. Lorenz and Ferdinand are like best friends in here. Let's see. Baptist? Yeah, I kind of figured it wasn't him. There's no way it's Constant and Happy. Those two are best friends with one another. Is it Yuritsa?
So be it.
It's Yuritsa.
Courage, everyone. Our inroad is nearly ours. Keep pressing until we claim the main hall. The king's army is true to its reputation. Even I can only stall for so much time.
They're closing in on the main
How
hall.
dare you touch me with those filthy magic attacks?
We must reach the main hall before Count Rowe is put in peril.
Count Rowe values his life above all else. If we get a blade
Ow.
to his throat, the man
Sharp.
will betray us.
Smoke pokey. It hurts.
The main gates are closed. We could circle around from the left or right, but
But the ground along those routes is filled with traps. We'll have to do this.
Yeah, I found out about that the hard way. Luckily, Shez can take a lot of punishment. let's send people over to take care of those.
Starting the mission. Is that an order?
I think this will go well.
Everyone, stay away from the pointy bits!
We'll never get anywhere with that device until we deal with the soldiers around it.
Watch closely.
No, not you. I need you.
Charge and attack!
4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's turn this one off. Good.
Keep your eyes on me! This is a serious
I barely need to try with Ignots.
The enemy controls the central gates as well. How aggravating. This is clearly going to be a multi-step process. First, we must use devices within the fortress to gain access to the walls, where we will find the devices that will open the central gates.
So you're saying we should start by using the 2 devices in front of the central gates?
Why does this have to be so complicated? Maybe they call her the Silver Maiden because our hair will be gray by the time we finish this. Main gates are open. What now?
Alright,
Hold the area around the gates.
where am I going? I'm going this way.
You keep going.
We can do this, Randall.
I can't even turn this off yet. Ow.
Watch closely.
The great lion has only begun to roar.
Alright, let's hit these switches right here. I think these are switches, right? Oh no, those aren't switches, okay. But Shez is by one, so let's go over there and take that. It's a very extensive level, this is. Go activate this switch over here. There we go.
I'll take levers and switches over more soldiers any day of the week.
Looks like I'm going through the spikes again. Ow. Ow. It's a good thing Shiz can take a lot of punishment. No, I'm gonna need Yuritsa for this one.
No joy in battling old friends, but I have a duty and will see it through.
Those make me kill you, Mercedes.
Leave it to me.
I must keep everyone safe.
Okay, Mercedes has been defeated.
Mercedes. No more.
I never could bear to see you cry. Not then and not now. Oh, very well.
Ow! I hit the switch. Why is that still hurting me? How are we gonna get in there?
This is where I die. Very well. I stand ready for what comes.
Time slips away from us. Move faster.
I've hit the switches. Let me in. Oh, it's over there.
There. Now we can reach the other devices on the central gates.
We must move on those gates. Time is our enemy.
3, 4, 5. I need someone to take that forward over there.
I think this will go well. I'm prepared. Reinforcements have arrived.
Now let's stop them. They can't be allowed to interfere with the rescue.
I'm counting on you, Randolph. Defend those gates with your life. One is down, one is to go.
Dang it.
My last battle was a fight.
I thank you for the opportunity. Two words to swear fealty. I've no desire to take unnecessary lives.
Gwendolyn, I've decided we fight for the king after all. Help His Majesty drive those Imperial dogs back from whence they came.
Great.
Why, my lord? How could you change sides again after all my caution lies on me?
So it's come to this, eh?
So be it. Take our remaining soldiers and cut the Imperial dogs down where they stand. I am your knight to my dying breath, my lord.
I see you dug your grave. Now you can lie on it.
It seems we may be able to disarm the traps within the fortress.
We saw another device like this on the other side of the wall. Let's disable it.
Okay, that door's been open. Good.
Now,
I'm gonna send Shez to go and take it.
Not a problem. I've got
to breach the central gates.
We out of our minds to walk through electric traps. Oh, let's disable them already. If Dedu is here, that means Dimitri is too.
Take a breather.
Oh, there's a key down here. I think I will take that.
Now you could have been safe.
Thank you. It'd be nice if I had a mount for Shez, but I do not at the moment, so can't even open that. I don't think I was supposed to anyway. I gotta go around the long way. Come on, man.
Take your best shot.
I think I just did get past you.
Forgive me, Your Majesty.
That takes care of it.
Oh, yeah, let me go get that chest real quick before I
We're
forget.
to the main hall now. On to the next one.
you. Have at me.
Come at me, you Adrestian whelps. Draw what blood you can from the lion.
You shouldn't have betrayed us, pal.
Well fought, whelps.
There's no more frightening a foe than a lion unafraid of death. If we want to slow the enemy, we must clear as many troops by the main hall as we can.
Hey, weren't there hidden stairs that lead from the east and west walls down to the fortress grounds?
It wasn't supposed to be like this. No.
We finally have the advantage. Let's work on securing the rest of the fortress.
One more stronghold to seize.
Send troops in from the walls. Time to make the kingdom sweat.
To think you once had a place at our table. Such a shame.
Help have been struck down. I simply crushed the enemy by my own hand.
Time to take on Dimitri.
Let us make this a clean fight. You need to help. Thank you. You must have kept busy to make such strides in 2 short years.
Say the same for you. Now let's get this over with.
He's not dead. That's good.
Guardian Road has nearly been brought to heel.
We are at a breaking point. All forces, fall back. Move, Your Majesty. I will guard your escape.
That will not be necessary to do. Stay with our king and live on.
Swear that you will return to us. I could not bear to lose you.
Bring victory to Fargus, Your Majesty. Is the king safe? Good. Then I've done what I set out to do.
Come on, I'm sick and tired of killing people, man.
She laid down her life to protect Dimitri and proved loyal to the very end.
Yet sadly, despite our best efforts, Count Rowe and too many others perished. This is most painful indeed.
We must hurry, Your Majesty. The others have already withdrawn.
I know. Forgive me, Ingrid. It saddens me beyond measure to leave you here.
The blame is mine, Your Majesty. I should have taken guard of the rear.
Then I would only be mourning your death instead. The decision was mine, as is the failure. Every death this day rests on my shoulders.
Your Majesty.
She deserved so much happiness. Even after losing her betrothed, she faced life with strength and vigor, only to face the agony of death once more. It should have been me who died. How can I ever atone to Count Galatea? To Glenn?
Please, Ingrid chose to be there, and she did so for you. Do not take that from her.
In the name of this magic lance, I swear I will defend Vargas. So rest now. I will return for you when you are avenged.
Bro, I'm actually feeling sad and I don't even know this dude. In case those of you are wondering why I'm not crying with tears in my eyes, I'm terrible at showing any other emotion besides sarcasm and anger. Really good at sarcasm.
I won't let myself.
And sass. That's mostly due to me being a Mexican now.
By your valiant efforts, Orion Road has held strong. I thank you, one and all.
I hardly broke a sweat. Those kingdom soldiers were nothing.
Wait, if they were nothing, then why was I having so much trouble?
I thought I was surely off to my death when Count Rowe turned on us.
A fine job of pulling through. Truly, that dumb luck of yours is awe-inspiring.
I can't believe we had to kill Ingrid.
She was a most formidable commander, Dorothea. We had no choice if we hoped to claim victory.
I know that. You think I don't know that?
Right now, we need to discuss our next move. I'm sending the main body of our army back to Enbar. They'll remain in the capital until they recuperate from this latest string of battles.
We hold Orion Road and the Western Church in the west, the Great Bridge of Murden to the east, and Garreg Mach between them. We'll treat all three as key positions and endeavor to hold our lines there. After we regroup, we'll determine a proper time to resume our advance.
It vexes me to say this, but I have been short-sighted. We are nowhere near achieving our goals in the Alliance or the Kingdom. My command has been riddled with errors, and for that, I apologize.
Oh? And where exactly is all of this coming from? You usually exude confidence. From where I stand, we have come a great distance with minimal casualties. If time has been lost, we should be easily able to make up for it.
I'm personally happy I had the chance to see Her Majesty's vulnerable side, even if just this once.
Reassuring her with predictable responses, are we?
Nice try. That response still registers way up there on the limb scale. I will be using the extra time to make improvements, so I can offer more usefulness in future battles.
I'm lucky to be surrounded by such consistent friends.
You can say that again.
Yes. They are consistently something, at any rate.
Apologies, Hubert. You may be weird, but I am the good kind of consistent.
So we're finally going back to the capital. Feels like it's been ages. Couldn't come at a better time either. My bones could use the rest after all the battles we've been through.
The respite will help us prepare to face the Ashen Demon.
I've been giving it some thought, and I don't think we need to obsess over that anymore.
But what about Captain Burling and your old allies? The ones who were brutally slaughtered, remember? You said avenging them was your dream. And think about how much hardship the Ashen Demon has put you through since you joined the Empire.
Don't get me wrong. I'd still love to prove I'm the better fighter. But imagine if we got someone like that on our side. We'd be unstoppable. It's time for me to put my wands aside and put an end to this war. For my friends, unless you think that's a mistake. The Ashen Demon's mercenaries have fought for both the Kingdom and the Alliance. They don't have a cause, and they don't care who comes out on top in the end. It's all about who can toss them the most coin. And now that the dust has settled a bit, we've got a chance to lure them over ourselves.
And here I thought you were intelligent. Think about it. Their allegiances have changed, yes. But no matter their client, they've always been fighting the Empire. Why would they join us now? For that matter, what makes you think our soldiers would want to fight alongside a person who's murdered hundreds of their comrades?
As if nobody's ever flipped sides before. Come on.
Yes, but unlike the Ashen Demon, they're not single-handedly responsible for so much killing.
Hey,
Yes?
why is it so important to you that the demon dies?
Because I care about you, of course. I mean, I think that's the reason.
Arva.
I suppose it just feels like our destiny. Like it's...
What if you deny that destiny and say, why not? If we don't kill him, we can at least make a friend out of him.
Starlit Blaze. Despite successfully defending Aryan Road, Edelgard concludes it is no longer possible for her to hold the eastern and western lines at the same time, and pauses to explore solutions. Almost as if trading places, she sends Count Bergles to the Kingdom Front and returns her own forces to the imperial capital of Anbar.
Okay, I think that this little chat needs to be a secret.
I just heard a cow moo from inside here. The cat. For those of you who are wondering, here, let me grab the phone and show you. That moo was very loud. Those cows are clear over there. Why the heck am I hearing that loud from all the way in here? There's no windows open, by the way. That sounds like a window's open, but there are no windows open. I don't like the windows being opened, especially during the summertime. I mean, it's not allergy season for me anymore, but, you know. Anyway, back to what we were doing. I just heard it again. Some loud cows.
One can never be too safe. We do not know where our enemy lurks these days.
Lysithia's here too? What's she got to do with this?
Lysithia has had contact in the past with those who slither in the dark. I asked her to come along so she might be privy to all of the information.
I'm just listening. Pretend I'm not even here. And besides, they're my enemy too.
Right.
Now, as you know, our enemy has gone into hiding. But considering what they are capable of, we cannot relax our guard. Particularly at the capital streets of Enbar practically teemed with them at one time. So we cannot rule out the possibility they will attempt some mischief when Her Majesty and the rest of us return.
That's true. They're devious, both everywhere and nowhere at once.
And what's that got to do with me again? You want me to stop them somehow?
I have a request, yes, and a warning. I believe that if those who slither in the dark do try something, they will attempt to approach you.
Me?
Yes,
Your powers may come from the same place as theirs, right?
it stands to reason they might try to recruit you.
Sure, but they'd be wasting their time. There's no way I'm gonna help those monsters.
And what if they appear as your long-lost brother? Same hair, same eyes, a voice full of kindness.
Or what if one of them calls out, "I finally found you, my child"?
Maybe they are your family. Maybe they
Ow!
aren't.
Stop leaving your stuff on the ground, Dad. What is this, a noodle maker?
Knowledge yet uncertain. Forgive me. That was cruel.
Hurt.
I'm merely voicing one possibility among many.
In case you're wondering what just happened, I'm pacing back and forth right now. I kind of am a little bit impatient. I'm waiting for this dialogue to end so I can end the video and go and take a piss. One thing? Well, if it's just one thing, then I'm probably not gonna end the video here. I will still go take a piss, though. So let me real quick pause. I'll be right back. Eesh, who knew a glass of milk can make all that piss? I gotta stop talking. Okay, can I get Edelgard her secret class yet? I'm gonna check real quick and make sure.
Training can be the difference between
Acquire the class. No, I don't think I can. I can get Mercedes a new class, though. No, we won't change it to that. I do need to add Mercedes to the leveling up thing, though. So, training. Let's put her at the top right up here. Where is she? There she is. Okay. Here we go.
Hey,
This.
Okay. Didn't fully get it there, but it's almost there. So,
Training can be the difference between
fire classes.
victory
Let's
and
see if anybody
defeat.
else can. Caspar can. I won't worry about it right now, though. Let me see. And then there's also Rhea with her multiple unneeded classes.
Can't wait to see how you do.
Okay. Let's go to the strategist.
Which battlefield are you headed to?
You have unlocked the paralog battle, Unsettling Truths. Well, might as well do that one first. More gameplay. Yee.
Ignatz Victor yes. Greetings, Your Excellency. I think you're supposed to say, forgive my intrusion. Right, yes. Forgive me, Your Excellency. Listen, Ignatz, I may have a title now, but you and I are still friends as we have always been. All this formality is starting to make my skin crawl. Oh, right. Of course. Annie, you've no doubt heard about the bandits who appeared in Gloucester, yes? They've been around for a while, right? Yes. My men have been searching for their base for some time now, and I took the opportunity to look into the provenance of... For some reason, they have abandoned the sellsword life, but why would... I attempted to discuss it with my father. When I asked, he evaded...
Is this the same, one that's in the, Golden Wildfire story?
Regardless, I cannot ignore these bandits. Especially, I have decided...
It is. It's the exact same one. We're gonna skip the dialogue and just go on into it. Yeah, same map and everything too. At Gloucester Castle. Okay. Let's roll. I'll make this quick. Since these are four characters I've had a lot of experience with, I'll be able to get it done real quick.
So, not to be a jerk, but when you stand up and scream your name like that, it prevents us from launching any kind of sneak attack.
Yeah, same dialogue too.
Has no need of such dishonest trickery. If our foes asleep, we kick out their pillow before the battle begins. Firstly, let us deal with the bandits outside the base. I shall not permit you to wreak any more havoc within my borders.
Ow.
Finished.
Go for it. Now it is
You handle him.
I cannot do.
I think this will go well.
You handle
There to
him.
see this through. All right.
You handle him, and I'll take the two in the middle.
Say, Lawrence, why don't you hang back and let us handle this?
Also, I like the fact that these three just keep bantering between one another as they're fighting.
Holding my own against this pack of curs.
Alright, here I go. Keep your eyes on me.
Now that I think of it,
Oh, he already took his down.
That's what Frog's grandfather met his end, aren't they? Indeed, I think you are correct. Could this group perchance have some connection to that most unfortunate incident? That is enough for the soldiers outside. Let us proceed to
Oh wait, we're probably gonna have to go in through the sides, I think. Oh no, we can go in through the front.
By the good name of Lawrence Helman Gloucester, you foul marauders shall terrorize my subjects no longer!
Gloucester, let's get out of here before we get beaten to a pulp again.
There is nothing I cannot do.
I think this will go well. I'm prepared.
We let these folks go. They'll just got more trouble somewhere else. Let's track them down.
You yourself are a former mercenary, yes? Ready to point out to everyone who recognizes.
You do realize that not every mercenary knows each other, right?
Dang it, that one's getting away. I gotta get on the horse to chase after him.
My father died not too far from here. That was a long time ago now.
They were merchants, yes?
Yeah. They were traveling with the old Duke Regan and got attacked by monsters.
During the period when my father employed these mercenaries, monster attacks were a rather common occurrence in this region. And these monsters took the lives of both the former Duke Regan and Raphael's parents.
Alright, that should be all.
We can't get up the front. Let's come around back.
There's something strange about the enemy's current movements. Perhaps they have another escape route in mind?
Alright, time to pinpoint their locations again.
I've got this.
I think this will go well. I'm prepared to see this through.
Alright.
I know he's right next to him, but I'm still gonna have him focus on him.
You keep staring off into space. Some bandit's gonna run up and pop you in the head.
Yes, of course. Let's focus on the battle ahead.
Dang it, Ignatz!
Get out the back way. After that, I'll take your spot.
Get on the frickin' horse!
Breather.
Ugh, I gotta go put a stop to him myself.
It's funny how you're like a real knight now.
I don't think so.
He's so scrawny.
I think everyone looks scrawny compared to you, Raphael. You stop them. I'll take your spot. My turn. Let's
Take a breather.
you. Where's your father, you little brat?
Retire. I am the Count of Gloucester now.
Young Sam. But in that case, I'll have to take my revenge on you instead.
Well, looks like we got a bunch of people here.
He seeks vengeance against my father. Whatever was driving these men?
There's one down. Looks like the other three are already fighting people, so I'm gonna go ahead and take out the other ones in the middle here.
I am troubled by this development. As the ruler of this domain, I must do my duty and eliminate these bandits.
Enemy down.
Another one down.
See what you can accomplish when you eat right?
Oh, we got
This is
little
we have to do
turrets or whatever. No need for that, Lawrence. You go take care of one of the turrets. I'll handle this guy over here.
Say, Raphael,
Quiet and fighting us. These guys are serious business.
now let us bring it down.
And you take care of the other one. Swap to Ignatz real quick.
Accept your defeat.
Ain't you traitorous nobles tired of beating us up yet?
My turn at last. I need to understand what has transpired here. We did it! We won!
Make party when we get home, and Lawrence is buying.
You all go on ahead. I must speak with the bandit we captured.
Gotta get some.
I will.
Just gonna.
Still got plenty of time on my camera, so this is going to be a very long upload today, or this time around. I'm skipping this just because it's still the same cutscene as before. Let me go and collect my supplies, and then we'll move on to the boss fight, or the big fight of this chapter. Wait. Okay, no, I'm not next to it. Well, I'm close enough, but I don't feel like running over there. It'll be faster if I just teleport.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
Okay, back to the strategist.
Which battlefield are you headed to?
Edelgard's army returns to Enbar, hoping to recuperate from the fatigue of the recent string of battles. Little do you know your respite is to be brief indeed. Oh boy, we be fighting somebody, it looks like. Oh, question mark, question mark, question mark.
I'm glad we have returned to Enbar. It's far warmer than the kingdom, for one. How are you doing, Your Majesty? I hope you've been getting some rest at least.
Why does this blanket smell like lavender? Oh.
It seems you never stop working unless someone physically pulls you away from it.
I've been getting more rest than Hubert, at least. We're here in the gardens, chatting, are we not?
Fair enough. And so I'm clear, even a sliver of your time is a blessing beyond all measure. Though I suggest you find a better point of comparison than Hubert for how hard you work.
This is the part where you nobles all crowd around a table slurping on tea, right? Seems like a good enough way to unwind a bit.
Tea? I wouldn't mind were it just myself and Her Majesty, but... What's happening in the throne room?
Hubert, what's...
Intruders in the palace, Your Majesty. They entered through one of the secret passages, and are even now attempting to hunt you down. I sent soldiers to intercept them. We should be prepared for anything.
Do you think it's those who slither in the dark?
I know not. But they could not have breached that passage without assistance from the inside. Though there are only a few who know of that passage, and would be capable of acting as a guide. Your Majesty, might you kindly step this way?
Hubert, do you really think she would do that?
Shamir.
You're not getting away!
This shall be your grave, intruder.
You simpleton! Were you trying to annihilate me as well? Thanks to you, the assassin made their escape!
As though one of your paltry skill would have caught such elusive prey in the first place. What matters now is that we give pursuit. All trespassers must be felled without mercy.
Defeat Shamir. I mean, we can persuade her to join us, I guess. Let's do this. We will hunt her down and capture her.
must be the Knights of Ceros' assassins. We must protect Her Majesty with everything we have.
I'm gonna send some people to go. I'm gonna send somebody to guard her. Actually, a few somebodies. Let's see. We need to have mages guard her specifically,
I will gladly
since
handle this.
Shamir
I am
happens
here
to be
aid you.
a
Oh, if I might. If my assistance is needed.
Now
an
it is
archer.
mine.
So,
I will.
and also Lawrence for some extra muscle.
Reinforcements arrive.
Lady Edelgard, you must ask that you remain in the throne room where it will be easier to defend you and predict enemy movements. And as your protection will require my full attention, I will remain here at your side.
It's careless to be allowing assassins inside. We must exterminate them with much haste.
Another one down.
Peace, good intruder. I assure you, I know not.
Oh crap.
Says the wolf in sheep's clothes. Sure, whatever. Where's the Emperor?
Another fort down.
Good. Just a little more and we'll retake this section of the palace. They keep marching ahead.
Take a breather.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and start heading down to that area. Okay, those guys are still defending her, that's good.
You're not my target, which means you're wasting my time. Not wasting another minute.
Dang it.
Slippery creature. Let's stay on guard.
Over here! More intruders!
Okay, we're gonna need a lot of people to go help with this one.
All right, here I go. There's nothing these bosses can't do.
I think this will go well. I'm prepared to see this through.
So, what should I be doing again? Sure, let's try it.
There is not a question of can.
Only a matter of will. Leave this time.
I'll take care of the one up above.
Teams with enemies. Crush them all.
Is there even one room I can be alone?
Show me what you're capable of.
None shall surpass me.
Anyone else? No? Good.
I'll claim the Emperor's head myself!
This is a nasty threat. Dispatch her at once.
You fools. You can't hurt me. I have too much armor.
These aren't assassins. They're an army. Here
Alright, gotta stop those assassins.
We're sitting ducks now.
It's my turn.
Not for long, we're not.
No need to fight.
Keep your eyes on me. My turn at last.
Everyone to me. I will walk you to the Emperor's hiding place.
No you won't. There's literally a guy right here already from one of the enemies in your area. So, I beg to differ.
That takes care of the rabble, which leaves us with the true problem at hand. That was too close. We best stay on our guard, Your Majesty.
There she is
We'll
down
not
there.
escape our clutches this time.
They're really keeping the heat on. Alright, time for another approach.
I'm glad you took care of those reinforcements. The last thing I want is more work.
Enough of this.
My turn.
It seems clear the enemy won't come out hunting until I do.
That may be true, Your Majesty, but is it wise to place yourself in such peril? Ah, Linhardt. It seems you're actually willing to work, and the Emperor's life is on the line.
Could you imagine the headaches if she died? And not that you don't already work every second of the day.
I gotta go all the way around, my gosh. Hey Lawrence, you're close. Why don't you protect her?
Now it is my turn. I will...
And the backup has arrived. Beware the paint that burns. Now to go after Shamir. Haven't run into the guy that has the key yet.
Come on, do it. It's a trap.
Is it now? I beg to differ. Oh, come on, stop running.
The sky is meant to be secure. I am telling myself we have a traitor in our midst.
Found the key. Hello there.
It's brave of you to try and lure us out, but such courage will cost you your life.
Thunder, Captain. It seems Rhea is not playing around with you.
Okay, fine.
The Archbishop's enemy.
I'll fight you first.
We stand ready to walk the Emperor back to the throne room upon your command.
They've broken through. You must hurry to Her Majesty's side.
As you wish. Use the magic. A wise man is ever ready.
Nicely done. Thank you, Mr. Henry.
Booyah.
What do you think of this?
Hey, give me that key. Thank you. I'll be taking this chest now. The reason I haven't really bothered to go after Edelgard yet is because Lawrence is still up there, and Thunder Catherine is a sword fighter, giving Lawrence the advantage. So when I need to, I'll just swap to Lawrence and take her out.
You're taking a beating, Catherine.
There we go.
But don't worry, I've got your back.
Come here.
Take what you want.
It's complete. It is strange. I complete the Knights of Saros, yet you...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
But yeah, I'm just another mercenary now.
Thunder Catherine's out.
Somewhat for us, and we will spare Catherine's life.
Don't listen to him, Shamir!
How are you still talking? I killed you already.
That can't be good.
Strategy complete. I think.
I'm staying. Don't make me drag you out of here, Shamir. Go before I kill you myself. Damn it.
Good. We have a contract. The threat has been quelled, but we allowed them far too much leeway. The situation calls for careful reflection.
Still, you saved my life, which means my path for the future remains intact. Thank you.
Hubert, it vanished. Yes. We should have killed the dastard when we had the chance.
All I can say is that I wished my father to be tried fairly, as is his noble right. Now, it is clear that will never happen.
I could excoriate you further, but we lack the time. We must get to the bottom of this, and quickly. The Knights of Saros descended on us with the fury I have rarely seen. In all that confusion, even a bear could have slipped away without raising an alarm.
I would not go so far as to call them conspirators, but my father had many old friends in the palace. Some may have turned a blind eye. They should be found and questioned.
I agree. That is one possibility. No, there is another. Yes, well, now that we have a fugitive on our hands, I intend to make full use of it. This situation affords us a chance to remedy another.
If that is the beginning of a scheme, Hubert, you do a terribly poor job of veiling it.
It is no concern of yours. Not yet, at any rate.
Right. Well, so long as whatever you're planning has Edelgard's blessing and will be of aid to the Empire, I will brook no complaint.
All will be revealed in time.
Let's see.
Next chapter.
I'm told the secret passage they used was sealed off centuries ago.
Yes, the palace floor plans failed to even show it. I'm shocked the church knew of its existence.
In the age of Saros, the Empire and Church were intimately related. It's safe to assume the Central Church took pains to retain its information from the time.
I shudder to think what other inconvenient secrets they might be privy to.
Yes. Well, based on the scale of the attack, they must have seen this as their first and only chance.
And they failed.
There you are.
They said you wanted to talk?
Yes. I believe I owe you an apology.
Oh, yeah?
To be blunt, I thought you were with the enemy. I had you pegged for an informant, planted among us by those who slither in the dark. It was not an unreasonable assumption. You enter Her Majesty's life at the perfect time, allure her with your strength, and choose our house to study with. And oh, surprise, you have dark powers. It was all too much to dismiss as mere coincidence.
It was at Hubert's suggestion that I appointed you captain of our mercenary unit. He felt this would allow us to quietly assess your abilities and allegiances, and I agreed. I know I told you I did this because I believed in you and your strength, but the decision was somewhat more nuanced than that. I'm sorry.
The moment I got wind of this attack, I immediately thought of you. This is it, I thought. The traitor has sprung the trap, and now the Emperor's life is in danger. But instead, you thwarted the assassination attempt and kept Your Majesty safe. I was wrong about you. Deeply so. And for that, I am ashamed beyond measure. Pray forgive me.
Don't worry about it. I would have done the same. Honestly, I thought it was weird how quick you both trusted me. Good to finally know the reason behind it all.
That does not excuse our actions. We had no right to deceive you as we did, but I swear, we will make amends. You have but to let us know how.
You can start, or if that's not in the cards, have the decency to tell me you don't to my face. At least then I'll know where I stand.
I doubt doing so would have changed anything, but I understand the sentiment. We will attempt to be better going forward.
Be better.
Hubert, why not just promise to be more forthright?
Because, let me speak plain. I no longer believe you to be working with the enemy. However, that does not necessarily mean the possibility is now non-existent.
Oh, I guess I did ask for honesty. But look, do you guys trust me or not?
Of course we trust you.
Or I do at least. So please, let us begin this relationship anew on solid ground.
It is now 1182. The Great War Edelgard instigated has swept across Fodlan and looks more grim with each passing day. The Empire struggles to hold Aryan Road to the west and the Great Bridge to the east. The kingdom cannot bring western lands to heel. Even the Alliance must face changing times. The Central Church sends the Knights of Saros to the Imperial capital to assassinate the Emperor, but fails. Roughly half a year passes before the tides show any true sign of shifting. Months have passed since the attack on the Emperor, and 1182 nears a close. Though each army schemes, the battle maps barely change. But now, history is about to resume its course.
Today is a momentous day in Fodlan's history that people will mark for generations to come.
Then why do you look so conflicted?
I'm not conflicted, Claude. I'm just painfully aware of how much stronger I need to be. That's why I'm counting on you and the Alliance to make up the difference.
Hey, I've got feeling unprepared down to a science, so let's say we help each other out. If we work together, we can achieve what's best for both of us, right?
Indeed.
I have reviewed the terms, Your Majesty. All that remains is the placement of your seals.
Everything looks good to me.
I'm especially glad we found a solution to the control of murder.
You've done fine work here, Hubert. Thanks. And thanks to you as well, Holst. You know I'm not good at this sort of thing.
I've never known you to shy away from ceremonial affairs like this, but it is the most significant pact since the founding of the Leicester Alliance, so your caution was most prudent. I must admit, I was quite nervous. Thankfully, I managed not to follow up.
You surely jest. You did your work masterfully, without batting an eye. I am truly impressed that Leicester's most valiant general is so well versed in diplomacy.
Don't be insulting, Hubert. Sir Holst is a duke. A man can be brave in battle and still know how to get things done. Take our Minister of Military Affairs, for example.
A man for whom the term looks can be deceiving was likely invented.
Speaking of, I thought he'd be here so we could go head to head. We never did get to finish our battle.
I'm afraid the Count couldn't make it, but perhaps you'd consider my bodyguard instead? I'm certain you'll find the challenge to your liking. Is this your first time meeting, by the way?
Technically, in this story, yes.
It is. Well, friend, care to go around with me?
They say this Holst character is the strongest man in Leicester. But is he as strong as the Ashen Demon?
No.
I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Now that...
I hope you mean later and not this very second. It would be a shame to get blood all over this nice paperwork.
Yes, we must make this a grand gesture and show our soldiers that Adrestia and Leicester have joined forces for a brighter future.
So I don't think it matters what path you take if he's still deciding to join with the Alliance.
I, Claude von Regan, hereby swear this pact.
Yee.
Leicester pledges to work in harmony with the Adrestian Empire and do everything in its power to secure a peaceful future for Fodlan.
By the covenant between the red blood and the white sword that crowns the double-headed eagle, I, Edelgard von Cressfeld, hereby swear this pact. Adrestia pledges to work hand in hand with the Leicester Alliance to deliver peace to the land and secure a future for all its people.
The pact, and now it is our job to uphold it.
Goodness, look how far. I know you'll do great things. Yes, and greater things still.
Right then, we've got plenty of bright new faces here at the round table today. First, a brand new Count ruling Gloucester, and Duke Goneril and Count Ordelia have decided that their heirs will sit for them.
Unfortunately, Lawrence and Lysithea can't join us, due to their responsibilities in the Imperial Army.
I called you here to give you notice. The Leicester Alliance is assenting to the Empire's request and sending troops to the Kingdom front. Houses Regan, Gloucester, and Daphne will be supplying most of the soldiers, and instead of the usual route through Aelel, we'll be invading Fraldarius directly by sea.
You're staying behind, right, Holst?
Indeed I am. Almyra is still an unknown quantity, and we've no idea if or when Prince Shahid might stage another attack. And the same goes for House Ordelia. They've had more than their share of troubles on their border. We agreed that shipping their army away might not be the most prudent of ideas.
That hurt.
And that's all she wrote. You'll find the details in the document you've all been given. I wish the kingdom would see there between a rock named Adrestia and a hard place named Leicester and throw that white flag high, but of course they won't. So good luck, everyone.
Are we getting another cutscene?
And so,
Yes, we are.
the Alliance has agreed to bring their troops to bear and attack the kingdom from the east. At the same time, we will resume our invasion from the west, using Aryan Road as a foothold. We'll subjugate.
News
Nope,
of the
I'm gonna
pact
do that.
doubtless have spread throughout the kingdom by now. Provided enough houses see the futility in fighting, we may be able to avoid unnecessary bloodshed. However, that is likely wishful thinking. We should instead expect the worst and prepare accordingly.
You think? Some of them already bent the knee to us once, along with Count Rowe. Wouldn't they jump at a chance to swap sides again?
An idea I am certain has already occurred to the king. Lately we have been scrambling to reorganize, dealing with an attack by the Knights of Seros and negotiating a pact with Leicester. During that time, the winds of purgation had swept across Fargus in one fell swoop. The king has expunged most of the nobles likely to align with us.
Still, it's us and the Alliance against him, which means we've got the advantage. What's there to...
The concern isn't that we'll lose.
It's that winning might come at the cost of too many lives. What an utterly pointless, senseless thing to do. I find it all so very draining.
Whatever our intent, we're the instigators here. We can't expect the enemy to do anything less than defend their land with tooth and claw.
Speak for yourself. There is truly no other noble like you, Leonard. And perhaps no person at all for that matter. Regardless, we must proceed with caution. When people think someone is after what they possess, they respond with fear. Even if in the eyes of the people of Fargus, there is no limit to what evils the Empire might visit upon them.
My father started saying he can't sleep because he's scared the old church is coming to Garrett Mock to kill him. From the sound of my mother's letters, he's really shaken up.
Remember that the kingdom has much coldness. We must not forget to be bundling up like people of the snow.
Our Petra is always ready for what lies ahead.
I wish I had better understanding of your Fodlan ways, so I could be giving more assistance to everyone.
Don't worry about it, Petra. With all the different factions in this thing, even we have a hard time keeping it straight. This almost seems so backward compared to the way things were in Bridget.
In any case, the battles ahead will be more brutal than any we have yet fought. Keep a vigilant eye out for both yourselves and each other. That is all. Dismissed.
Guess things aren't gonna be so easy anymore. We're under some real pressure to win.
Alright. We are going to do one more level before we finish up. There's the final boss area over there. You can now acquire the following classes in the training grounds. Emperor. Some units have gain new battalions. Okay, I gotta speak with Edelgard. First, I'm gonna finally get that special class that Edelgard has.
Time to work you into shape.
I'm gonna need a Master Seal first, though.
Can't wait to see how you do.
I carry a little of everything here. You've got an eye for quality, friend. Hope to see you again soon.
Time to work you into shape.
Nice cape.
I always.
Anybody else need one? Yuritsa does, but he's got like the usual stuff that he needs, so we won't worry about it for now, but let's do some training real quick.
Acceptable, I suppose.
I didn't think...
Alright.
Training can be the difference.
Pretty sure I can acquire a new class now for... Haven't got to her yet. There she is.
Do you think?
Anyone else? Doesn't look like it.
Can't wait to see how you do.
Alright, let's go talk to Edelgard.
Shall we?
Ah, the battle suggestions meetings.
I have a strategy.
Alright, slightly increase the classic experience gained when training in a class that wields swords. Slightly increase the class experience gained within training in a class that wields axes. Slightly increase the... It doesn't really matter since...
I have a strategy. I will endeavor my hardest.
Since I've got all of them all to their max levels.
What do you think?
Merc Whistle, huh? Let's see. I think I know just who to give it to. Let's see. Ignatz. I want to see how his painting attacks will affect my attacks. Wait, that's the wrong one.
Actually,
Let's see. Mercenary Whistle. Mercenary Whistle. Oh, I have to have a support level for A. I don't have that yet with him, so I better work on that then. If that's the case, well, I'll work on it later, actually. We got the the levels to work on for now.
Which battlefield are you headed to?
Alright. Let's go. Doesn't look like a very big level. We're gonna have Ignatz, stick with,
Let's earn our keep.
with Shez this entire match, so that they can work together. And so I can get their support level up.
are you all prepared to meet the enemy?
You're at a disadvantage here, so don't get reckless.
Charge!
You know what they say about playing with fire.
Let's go.
On to the next one.
Your efforts lift everyone's spirits. I, no exception, of course.
The stronghold out.
Retreat! Keep your eyes on me.
We can ill afford defeat here.
It tastes more bitter than blackest coffee.
You missed.
About playing with fire.
Retreat! Fights like this, I'm bleeding all over the place.
I'm sorry. We weren't strong enough. I actually did it.
Stand your ground. Proud to be fighting by your side, Ignatz.
Shore off our defenses.
Let's finish this.
We'll do it together.
Hopefully they have learned their lesson.
We finished laying out where the troops will be positioned, Claude. But, are you sure about this?
Am I sure?
This isn't even remotely like a standard attack formation. It's like you're going out of your way to limit casualties.
Not true. The moment the enemy drops their guard, we'll swarm them like a pack of bees.
And if they don't drop their guard?
Then I guess we'll just sit here making angry faces at each other.
Okay, come on. This strategy is not helpful.
Look, which means we don't have to kick our troops into action until the Empire has marched further north. Once they're positioned to seize bladed territory, that's when we'll move.
And if it all goes wrong, the losses could have catastrophic consequences for the future of the Alliance.
I'm not used to you being so worried about the big picture, Hilda. You've grown.
I wasn't going to stay a kid forever, you know.
Apparently not. I'm impressed.
Look, Hilda, I promise you, your fears are misplaced this time. The Empire's already compensated us for any potential losses, and will continue to do so. You don't think I would have signed that fancy pact if they weren't taking care of us, right?
Sure, but are they good for their word? Because I have doubts about that. I want to believe the pact will hold, I really do. But they strike me as folks who won't think twice about sticking an axe between your shoulders if the situation calls for it.
Fortunately, I can be pretty ruthless myself when it suits me. If I don't like something the Empire's doing, it might even be me who ends up breaking the pact.
If that's supposed to make me feel better, it is absolutely not working.
Easy, easy. I'm just throwing out a what if here. Just promise that you'll always have my back, even when things look their worst, alright? I need you.
Oh, fine.
A report, Your Majesty. The Imperial Army marches on Western Fargus.
Just when we brought peace back to the area, too. We should get ready to provide aid at once.
Rodrigue has already been dispatched to Mateus, along with all the soldiers I can currently spare. I've sent Annette and Gustav to the Baron's side. Though if it's for better or worse is yet to be seen. I don't doubt we'd all ride to the rescue if we could. But that's clearly not possible given the situation.
Agreed. Now that Claude's joined up with the enemy, we can't risk doing anything foolish. If we move our soldiers even a breath away from the northeast, the Alliance will be all over it.
All we can do now is divide our forces to keep the enemy in check and meet their attacks as they come. We never should have let this happen in the first place. But who could have seen the Empire and Alliance forming such a union?
Or, are you seriously going to just stand by and watch? They'll overrun us if we don't stem the tide.
Though it smacks of desperation, I'm told the Western Front has enlisted the services of Gerald's mercenaries. They're the same band that carried the battle at Madrid Way. So I hope we can make good use of them again.
Is this really the plan? Burn through mercenaries while we hole up here?
Do try not to be so grim. The Empire has pushed rapid reforms on the land over these last few years. Not everyone was happy to have such changes thrust upon them, and that includes their new friends in the Alliance. The Empire is leaning over the kingdom with such greed that they might yet trip over their own feet.
Do you think there will be revolts?
I'm certainly not going to plan my strategy around it. But there have been whispers, yes. The old ways must die. With that I agree. But shove that down the people's throats, and you risk breaking the very land you're trying to rule.
Yes. We've grappled for years with the aftermath of trying to enact reform.
Change is a painful process. But rushed change will set the region to rot from the inside out.
I wonder why they're so intent on doing this the quick and dirty way.
It's difficult to say. Perhaps were things different, we might have found some common ground. Some harmonious way forward. But I've lost too many I care about to this war. Ingrid chief among them. And I think about what they fought for. What they died for. There can be no turning back.
Alright, we'll end the video here. If you enjoyed, like and subscribe. I will see you for the next one.